Hi, my name is Marcus Yado. I'm a PGA teaching professional and director of instruction for My Chicago Golf. Today I want to help you out with the short game. What I want to do is really simplify it and teach you how to hit two standard short shots that are going to help you out on the golf course. The first of the short shots is a low and running shot. So this is just a basic chip shot. The way that you stand to this ball, you're going to have your feet close together, you're going to have your weight left, and you're going to have this ball slightly back in your stance, just inside of your right foot. When you stand like this, you should have the club pointed towards the belt buckle, and you'll notice that the shaft is leaning forward. This is a good rule. The more the shaft leans forward, the more likely that the ball is going to go low and it's going to run. So that's just the standard low shot. And so I'll hit one for you. When you're making the swing, it's pretty much the same length back and through, and it has rhythm. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'd encourage you to practice with a sand wedge, 56, 58 degrees. And think of the sand wedge as a tool. We can learn to manipulate this club. So we could hit it high and soft, or we could hit it low and running, just like that last shot. The next shot that I want to show you is a high shot. So this ball is going to go up higher in the air and it's going to land softly. This is especially helpful when you're playing fast greens or you're in a situation where you don't have a lot of green to work with. You just need to hit it high and have it land soft. So there's going to be a couple changes with this shot. For this high shot, we're going to have the ball more forward in our stance. And none of this is exaggerated. I don't want the ball so far back in your stance with the low shot that it's outside of your feet, or so far forward that it's outside of your feet. This is just a little bit. So I want you to move the ball ever so slightly forward in your stance, and you're going to open the club face just a hair, just a little bit. Again, the club stays pointed towards your belt line, and you'll see that the shaft, it's now vertical. So when the shaft is more vertical or leaning back, the ball is going to go higher. When it's leaning forward, it's going to go lower. The small change that we have with this is now there's more wrist hinge going back. So there's going to be a hinging motion, and then we're going to keep this club face open or pointed up to the sky as we swing through. So I'll demonstrate the shot for you. Hinging, and then keeping the club face open. Okay. Then the ball goes up and it pops a lot higher. What I'd recommend is finding a short game area where you could practice these shots and experiment. Drop the balls from different lengths away from the hole, from different lies, and use variations of those two shots, hitting it low or hitting it high. I think you might find when you have a lot of green to work with, the more effective shot is the low and rolling one, and then when you don't have as much green, learning how to hit it high and soft will definitely help you out with your game. The short game is so important because it directly affects your scores. So if you could be the king of the wedge and learn how to use this, you'll be able to take some money from your buddies because you'll be shooting lower scores. Thanks.
Tell me, doctor, can you quantify? 'Cause he just wants to know the real